Hey, what up, what up, what up? I'm your host, AD with the most. We back here, Texas Sports Plug, where we plug you into all the best sports, man. Am I coming through loud and clearly, man? I just want to go ahead and just take the time to thank everybody that has took the time to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you feel me? All the social media platforms, because really this is for y'all, man. We don't do this for us. We do this for the kids, man, for the athletes, for those who are chasing a better future and a brighter day, man. Because they the future, man. It ain't about us no more. We had our time. You know what I'm saying? I had my state champ. Man, y'all be seeing that TikTok where they were like, back in the day, they played sports or something, and then they'll do a little move. I really been wanting to do one of them, real talk, but I'm just really chilling. But man, this upcoming week, you know what time it is. It is state champs week. Hey, it's the state championship weekend. I almost stuttered, you feel me? Because that's how big it is for real. Everybody knows that here in Texas, football is like bread. You know what I'm saying? It's like bread and water. You gotta have it to live. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to all the parents, man. Can we get a round of applause in here? What up, chat? You know what I'm saying? Can we get a round of applause in here for all the parents who are pushing their kids to be greater? Because it ain't no such thing as a sorry kid or a lazy kid. It's more like lazy parents. What are you doing in their life to push them to be greater? You know what I'm saying? But that's enough motivation for right now, man. What I want to do is take the time to play a song, man. This song, I really just heard about this artist probably like a week or two ago. And bro, I cannot get off of playing bro music at all. I'm talking about I'm loving almost every track bro got. Not every track, but like majority, like 80, 85%, maybe 90. But I want y'all to listen to this with me, man. We gonna wake up this morning. We gonna go in. We gonna turn up, man. Texas Sports Plug. Lego. Mm-hmm.
Somebody pray for me.
Yeah, I know you feel this.
I put this on my mama.
On my mama.
Where the devil put a period.
I swear the
God
Lord put a comma. Come on, man. If you chasing that
And
bag
he
right
worked it for
now.
my good, never tripped, I know he would. I never had a day where
I
I
don't
didn't
know who
see
need
his
to hear
grace.
this right
You
now.
can tell that I'm blessed by the smile on
On my
my
face.
face. Way too many
Somebody need to
blessings
hear
like
this
I'm
right
at
now.
a buffet. Whole crowd going crazy like hip-hop
Hip-hop
parade.
parade.
They never hit my
If you got
line.
practice
Glad
today
they
and you
took
getting
the
ready for that
time
state
to
championship
pray.
game, man, turn up, baby.
Somebody pray for me.
We praying
I'm
for
glad
you.
they pray for me. Somebody pray for me. I'm glad they pray for me.
I'm saying, and if you don't know, I love God by all means. You know what I'm saying? It's God first, family second, then football. You know what I'm saying? Or then sports. Let's just say that because this is Texas high school sports plug. You know what I'm saying? We will not only be covering football, y'all. We will be covering basketball soon as football let out. We'll be covering track. We'll be covering spring football. We'll be covering softball. We'll be covering baseball. All of these different sports. And if there's any other sports that I need to be tuned in, soccer. You know what I'm saying? Soccer is getting real big. So if it's any sports that we missing out here, man, make sure you tap in. Let me know. Hey, Brody, you need to go tap into this sport, this school. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, man. Let me know what schools I need to be going to. You feel me? Drop in the chat what school you think I should be going to. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I'm fresh to it. You know what I'm saying? This is like my second, third episode. You feel me? We just started the platform. We started the Instagram probably about 30 days ago, and big applause. Big applause. We hit 50,000 accounts reached on our Instagram page. Crazy thing about it though, it's only 500 people following. You feel me? But it's growing every day. I've seen like 50 people following a day. I've seen 20 people following a day. It really just be dependent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving the growth. I'm loving what Texas high school sports has to offer. That's why I named this the Texas Sports Plug, because we gonna plug y'all into all the sports. We ain't just gonna tap into the big schools too. And y'all probably been noticing that, you know what I'm saying? We try to keep up with the coverage. Sometimes we can't make it to the smaller schools, but we will be getting more on top of that, being more diligent in getting out 1A, 2A, 3A schools because they need exposure as well. That's all this platform is for. It's not only to give you exposure, we also want to teach you, because what we also will be having is football IQ or sports IQ, teaching you guys of the IQ of what it really means of if you're playing this defense or this package, or teaching you the X's and O's of what it really means for real to play sports in whatever you're in. Right. We'll also be going over star ratings of players that are gaining stars or losing stars. We'll also be going over NIL deals, which is a big topic today. I remember we spoke with Osa, one of the Cowboys, and he was just speaking about how when we were in school we didn't get a chance to get any NIL. That just wasn't something that we were able to get. You would get in trouble back in college, back in the day, just for getting a ride home from practice with your coach. Different little small things like that a lot of people didn't know. You couldn't accept money from people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So when we was coming up and we were playing ball, we was balling out real hard. So if we would have had the opportunity that a lot of you athletes have today, which is to get paid to play, come on, man, we would have took advantage. A lot of us wouldn't be in a position that we are today, because we would have been able to not only change our lives, we would have been able to change our family members' lives and all of that as well. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing for all these players that's getting the NIL deals and all of that is take care of your people. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your people. That is what matters. Take care of your body. Go get an insurance plan on your body. A big thing that's going on right now, my boy Jeremiah Smith over at Ohio State Buckeyes. Big shout out to the Buckeyes. He put an insurance policy on his body. You know what I'm saying? He decided to stay in college for another year, not go pro, put an insurance plan on his body from the money he received from his NIL deals. And just hypothetically, if he gets hurt, then his insurance plan pays him out $20 million. Think about that now. $20 million, and you not even going to the, let's just say there was a career ending injury and you're not going to the NFL anymore, you will still be able to get that payday, right? That payday will still be there. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Jeremiah Smith over at Ohio. This message is brought to you by somewhere in Texas, because here at Texas Sports Plug, it's always going to be about Texas. And you know what they say about Texas, man? Everything is bigger in Texas. So, it's not just about the DFW, even though I'm from Dallas. I played ball over at Cedar Hill. We won a state championship with Coach McGuire, who is now the head coach over at Texas Tech. But we are going to cover sports from everywhere. It's not just about Dallas. We're going to be covering Houston, Austin, the Pines area, West Texas. We'll go far up too, higher, up into North Texas as well. And all the way to the bottom, like going to places like Brownsville and way down there. So you guys will be catching us. You'll see a lot more games, especially with basketball season rolling in. So I can't wait, bro. It's about to be up. So the biggest thing about this and why I wanted to start this platform is because these athletes, especially on this side of 35, need to see somebody who looks similar to them that's doing this, and that's not just glazing and riding all the other schools that usually get all the pub and all the publicity. So this is for those who don't necessarily get the exposure that they need, but we gonna give you what you want, because we gotta plug you in, baby, for real. But with no further ado, man, like I said, man, go ahead, man, sound the drums, sound the alarms. Let's get a round of applause. It is state championship week, guys. You know what's going on. It is up there and stuck there. Some people are starting to call Saturday D-Town versus H-Town the showdown. We trying to see who gonna go home with the crown, right? Man, we got a lot of great games going on. So I just want y'all to understand, man, you got to be tapped in this week because you're going to see a lot of good games. This is what everybody been waiting on. We've been talking about the cupcake games and ain't nobody playing nobody and all these blowouts. Well, here it is. We finna see the real games and we finna see who's supposed to be who, right? So starting off, I just want to talk about the 5A Division 1 bracket. You have Lone Star versus Smithson Valley. You know what I'm saying? Rangers versus Rangers. That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? So we finna see who finna go home with the crown. Who really gonna be called the Rangers? Who the real Rangers? You know what I'm saying? For real. So Lone Star Rangers, they are standing at 15-0, not a blemish on their record. So guys, it's gonna be a doozy. Like I always say, get your popcorn ready because it's going down. We got Smithson Valley Rangers, they're standing at 14-1. So only one loss on their record. And man, I just can't wait to see what's really gonna happen from this game. I don't know if the away games kind of, have their nerves on edge because, usually with players, sometimes it does. When coming into Jerry World, this is going to be a big game. It's a big stage. So for all of you players who are getting ready to play, make sure that you understand you have to play your type of game. Your speed. Do not play down to the speed of the other team because you need to come out fast and you need to come out hard, right? This goes to both programs because you both are going to have a lot of eyes on you. There's going to be a lot of recruits. There's going to be a lot of people in that stadium, and it may be a little louder than it usually is at your games. So I want you guys to be prepared. Make sure that you get enough rest, get enough sleep. Make sure you eat the right things, and make sure you got your nutrition right because we don't need to see nobody out there catching cramps and all that. You know what I'm saying? But going over to the next game, man, when I've been telling y'all that Sock is about to win state. I said this at the beginning of the playoffs. When I seen the tree, when I seen who was who and who was playing who, and I seen how Sock has been playing, they coming back with vengeance. They really want to win this one. And I feel like since they lost to this team before in state, they not having it. And it's just me personally. So my prediction on wait, hold on. Let's take it back because I get ahead of myself. So Lone Star versus Smithson Valley, right? I predict that you have the Lone Star winning by 10 points. It's gonna be a tough game, maybe a slow game, slow start in the beginning, but I feel like Lone Star is gonna prevail and they're gonna pull it out, bring it back home to North Texas by winning by 10. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Oh, over to the Bears though, baby. South Oak Cliff versus Randle, right? We have Dallas versus Houston. Again, this is an outskirt team of Houston, maybe like a suburb of Houston. Sock is right in the heart of Oak Cliff and South Oak Cliff, known as the Mecca as well. So, like I said, man, this is going to be a great game because Randall is undefeated. They have a great rushing game. They have a great offense, but Sock has an amazing running rushing duo as well. So I feel like it's going to be a very, very hard game and it's going to be pounding that rock. It's going to be a lot of running. And I feel like this is going to be one a lot of people want to see. The game will be Saturday at 11 a.m. Make sure that you bring your hot cocoa. I don't know if it's going to be cold or hot, but we will be in Jerry World. You never know. He might open that boy up. You know what I'm saying? He might want the fresh air in there. It ain't no telling what Jerry will do, right? But you got Sock standing at 14-1, and you have Randall, who is undefeated, not a blemish on their record, right? Let's go to the team stat comparison. Yeah. So with Sock, man, rushing 240 yards per game. Randle, 291 rushing yards per game. Like I told y'all, it's gonna be a lot of pounding of the rock running that football for real, old school football. In passing, Sock is standing at 184 yards roughly, maybe 185 passing. Randall standing at 252. So they have a balanced scheme of where they're offering. So it's going to be up to South Oak Cliff to be able to balance the run and pass that they're going to throw at them. Because if you can run the ball, we all know that that makes it easier to throw the ball. But that goes for both sides. So it's gonna be up to the defenses. I feel like it's really gonna be a defensive game. That's who it's gonna be left up to win the championship. And like we say, defense win championships. This will be one of those games where you will be looking for a close game. I feel like soccer's gonna pull it off by 3 points, 3 to 7 points. I think it's gonna be a very close game, and they're gonna pull it out in the fourth quarter. Going on, man. Next, you have the big going into the 6A, right? We got 6A Division 2. DeSoto Eagles playing CE King Panthers. A very, very much anticipated game. Everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen. Because again, D-Town versus H-Town. DeSoto is a team that's on the outskirts of Dallas. CE King is a team that's on the outskirts of Houston. So again, we're gonna meet up inside of this building. The game will be going on at 3 o'clock. So this is a game where you might need to have two things of popcorn ready, because this will be a show on earth, one of the greatest shows on earth. You have Sarod Baker coming out of the backfield, who's had an outstanding playoff run, over 15 touchdowns for sure. I don't know what the exact count on that is, but when I say that boy can move, he has jets. One of the main reasons why they beat South Lake Carroll last week was their running game, right? Their defense has been holding steady as well. So it's really gonna come down to, again, the defenses and which defense can stop the other team from scoring the most points. Because I still feel like this is gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be 30 to 40 points scored by each team. I really feel like, and it's gonna come down to the deciding factor of the fourth quarter. It's gonna be them fourth quarter boys who really decide who win this game. Me, myself personally, I'm gonna go ahead and make my prediction, but not before I tell y'all a few players to watch. In this game, you definitely gotta watch Booby Feaster. He's one of the main attractions, and Sarod Baker on that offensive scheme. Their rushing per game has been 300 yards per game rushing. Their passing has been 200 yards per game. So roughly they averaging 500 to 600 yards on offense per game, right? In receiving, they've been putting up 200. But that's not to say anything about what King has been doing, because they've been putting up great numbers as well. Their rushing scheme has been amazing, with putting up 328 rushing yards per game. Their passing has been about 180. So, it's been more run than pass, which the same thing has been with DeSoto. So it'll be great to see how these teams try to mix their scheme up and try to, catch the other team lacking, catch them off guard. Because I'm trying to see Strap, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see thumbs down, you know what I'm saying? Jay Anthony, big shout out to both of my nephews on the defensive side. You got Jay Anthony Stevens and you got Jordan Stevens. Both of them guys have been amazing this year. Interceptions, tackles for a loss, the whole nine. So big shout out to them. Um, a couple players to watch out for on the defensive side. We definitely want to talk about Jace Hill Douglas, who's been leading the team in tackles. I believe he's an inside linebacker, and that boy has been bringing that hat. You hear me? Like, for real. Over on the other side, you have Damian Brossard. He's been having like 7 tackles per game. I'm talking about boy getting in there. So those are definitely two individuals y'all need to make sure you got your eyes on. Jace is number 3. Number 49 is Damian Brossard. All right, make sure I'll be watching. Another person I do want to mention for you guys is Timothy Potts over on the CE King side. This guy has been putting up almost 250 yards per game himself. You know what I'm saying? 250 yards per game. So there are definitely some individuals to watch this upcoming game. Like I said, this will be going down at Jerry World, 3 o'clock. Have 2 buckets of popcorn ready because this will be one of the greatest shows you will see in a while. All right. Going into the last game, you know what time it is. Duncanville versus North Shore. This is one of the most anticipated because I don't know if y'all remember, but 2 to 3 years ago, they lost to North Shore in state from the last minute of a Hail Mary. I think if y'all remember, the quarterback had got hurt or something like that, but they brought him in like for that play, and he just launched that boy, and somebody came down with it in the touchdown, and they beat Duncanville in the state championship. It was crazy, right? So this year is like it's revenge time, right? Duncanville want they get back. North Shore saying now, get back. So this is gonna be the highlight of the night, 7 p.m. Man, y'all be there or beat me there. Don't meet me there. I'm already be in the building anyway from the SOC and from the DeSoto. You know what I'm saying? But beat me there because North Shore and Duncanville is going down. North Shore is standing at about 13-2. They lost early in the season to SOC for sure. I can't remember who the next loss came to, but that's one that I know for sure. And then Duncanville, they are 12-1 with that one blemish on their record. So Duncanville saying they really got it this year in the bag. North Shore saying, nah, y'all really got us messed up. So we're gonna see what's going on. Both of their losses came in district. So I really feel like both of them really still have a chip on their shoulder and feel like both of them really have something to prove. On the Duncanville side, yards per game for rushing, they've been having roughly about 190 to 200 yards rushing and about the same in passing, about 200 yards passing. And for the North Shore, not too far off them, about 215 rushing and 234 per game. It's a lot to unpack here because I feel like this is a evenly matched game and it's a well-deserved game. I feel like both of these teams really deserve to play each other after, what happened in the last game, right? So on the Duncanville side, you've been having for the passing, I would like to mention Maximus the Great Denson. He's been having almost 200 yards per game passing. Over on the North Shore side, number 7, Caleb Maryland. He's been having 217 yards passing. And both of these guys are committed, I believe. I know for sure Caleb Maryland committed for sure. On the receiving side, you have a Trenton Yancey, number 6, with about 60 yards. And I also like to mention an honorable mention, Ace, Ace Boogie, my boy, number 2. And watch him as well on the receiving side. For North Shore, you got number 5, who is Jalen Bocard. He's been averaging roughly about 80 yards per game in receiving, right? One more that I would like to mention, Jalen Manning, number 5 on Duncanville side. I believe he's a linebacker. When I say this boy can hit, this boy can hit. So tackles per game, he's been averaging roughly about 9-10 tackles per game. So he running up his bag too. Duncanville has a nice little trifecta going on as far as with their linebacker number 5 and their defensive line as well with number 8 and number 10 on the line as well. So man, it's really amazing to see, what's gonna transpire that night. I feel like everybody's gonna have a great time. Make sure you get your tickets now on SeatGeek if you haven't already shopped. We will drop the link for you to go ahead and get your tickets right now. Make sure you like and subscribe as well, man, because we're just trying to bring y'all all this information so that y'all can be on point, because we trying to turn y'all up, right? Leave it all on the field, man. Leave it all on the field, man. If this your last game as a senior, man, leave it all on the field, man. Leave every single ounce of passion, of strength, of them tears, of blood, everything that you can, leave it all on the field, man, because you never gonna be able to have this much fun playing football again, man. High school football is some of the greatest football that you will ever remember and play. You will always remember your coaches. You will always remember the friendship and the bond that you had with those individuals, that y'all created a brotherhood amongst each other to be a team. You know what I'm saying? So remember, man, fight with your brother to the end, to that last whistle blow, to the fat lady scene. You got to remember that everything that you've worked for up until this point, it all matters right now. Nothing else matters but this moment. So walk into this moment and take on this moment and own that moment. Because when it's all over, when it's all said and done, when that last whistle blow, everybody gonna have tears. Everybody gonna have it in their heart. Everybody gonna, it's just gonna be a feeling that you can't even explain after it's all said and done, and you go clean out your locker at the football locker room, man. And you watch the cycle of the new players go in, and the program and the brotherhood and the bond start all over again. And man, you've been tapped in with your host AD, Texas Sports Plug. We're here to stay. Everything bigger in Texas. Y'all see it. If y'all want to cop the hats, jump in the inbox. You know what's going on. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to comment who you think you gonna win. Who's your prediction? See, I ain't even give you my prediction for the Ducanville North Shore game, because that's one that I just want to watch and enjoy. I appreciate everybody for their time. God bless everybody, man. Remember, man, call somebody, check on somebody, man. You never know who need to hear what. It's been real.